All right, ladies, let's talk about TLC. So here in Pure Romance language, TLC stands for Tote, Lube, Cleaner. So it's very important, ladies, that if you own a toy or you're going to own a toy sometime in the future, that you have TLC, that you take care of your toys, that they are clean, that they are they are comfortable, and that they are safe. So we're going to work way backwards a little bit, and we're going to start with C, which is our cleaner. So here in Pure Romance, our cleaner is called Come Clean. Every place that sells toys sells a cleaner. You need a toy cleaner for your toys. It is so important, ladies. And I get this a lot at my parties. Well, I use XYZ to clean my toys. And I'm always like, stop it. Okay, there is a cleaner for everything in your house, right? You have shampoo for your hair. You have dish soap for your dishes. You have Windex for your windows. You have Pledge for your wood. You have whatever you use to clean your floors. Like, there's a cleaner for everything in your house. Why wouldn't you wash your hair with Pine Sol? Because it would ruin it, right? Same thing with your toys, ladies. Your toys are made out of a special material. It needs to be cleaned with a toy cleaner. Plus, you need to make sure you're clearing all the bacteria, good and bad, on your toys. So please, ladies, if you own a toy, get yourself a toy cleaner, all right? Here in Pure Romance, again, ours is called Come Clean. Super easy to use. You're just going to take your toy, rinse it under warm water, get any extra ejaculant or lubricant off of it. Take our Come Clean, spray it down so it's completely saturated, let it sit for about 30 to 40 seconds, rinse it under warm water again, and either air dry it or pat dry it. Super easy. I also like to use my Come Clean for my makeup brushes. Your makeup brushes also collect bacteria, ladies. So rinse your makeup brushes under warm water, get all the extra makeup off of it, spray your brushes really good, kind of mush it all in there, get it all clean, and then rinse it again. It's going to kill all the bacteria, good and bad, on your makeup brushes as well. Plus, our Come Clean is a moisturizer. It's going to moisturize your toys and your makeup brushes to keep them lasting longer so they don't get little, well, first of all, for your toys, they don't get little nicks and crannies, dry spots in it, which will collect more bacteria. And then for makeup brushes, they don't break and fall apart and get itchy. So that's our Come Clean, ladies. Love, 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 love that product. Then we have our lubricants. So our two vaginal lubricants in Pure Romance are called Pure Pleasure and Just Like Me. So Pure Pleasure is our silicone based, and Just Like Me is our water based. So I always have women ask me, well, which one should I get? Both. I'm a huge advocate on women, on both. I truly believe women should have both in their nightstand, because you never know what your vagina is going to do that day or what you want to do that day, right? They are both toy friendly. They're both condom friendly. And they're both vaginally safe, so you're good to go. So let me tell you the difference between the two. So your Pure Pleasure is your silicone based. Silicone molecules are too big to absorb into tissues, which means they will sit on the surface until take a washcloth and soap and wash it away. So what is that good for? That is good for your marathon sex, right? We've all been there where you're like, all right, hurry up, right? Where it's just going on forever. And your vagina is like, I am done. Please stop. Okay, first of all, spit is not lube, so please stop spitting on yourself and never let your partner spit on you. You do not know what has been in his mouth or when the last time he's brushed his teeth was. So Pure Pleasure, because it's silicone based, it won't absorb in. So 1 or 2 pumps up inside, swirl it around. It will last the entire love making session. So that way you're not having to stop and grab lube halfway through. Okay, it's really great for water play. If you've ever done it in the shower, the pool, the jacuzzi, right? You're in water, you think to yourself, oh my God, I'm in water, I'm so wet. Nope. That is the driest, most painful sex you'll ever have in your life. So 1 or 2 pumps up inside, swirl it around. Even if you're submerged underwater, it's going to feel like silk. You're good to go. It's also great for anal play. All right, I don't care how turned on you get, this does not get wet. Try shoving a dry piece of meat into a dry, tight hole. Yeah, it's going to hurt. So a little bit of that lube right on the outside of the anus, the tip of the penis, it will slide in a little bit easier. Great too, ladies, for chronically dry days. If you just wake up and your vagina just feels like you rolled around in the sand, it is so dry that it itches. All right, 1 or 2 pumps of this Pure Pleasure right on your outer labia, first into the vagina, and you'll just feel normal all day. You're not going to feel itchy. You're not going to feel goopy, anything like that. It will just feel normal. And then believe it or not, ladies, I keep my pure pleasure in my backpack. Because if you've ever gone to the water park or the state fair or Six Flags and you've been walking around all day in your shorts, and by the end of the day, you are just so chafed. Your inner thighs are just like ripped to pieces. This is going to put a barrier between your skin and your sweat. So I take 2 pumps, put it right in that part inside of my thighs, and my thighs just slide right past each other. It's amazing. So that is your pure pleasure, ladies. Great for water play, anal play, marathon sex, chronically dry days, and chub rub. Then you're just like me, ladies, is your water base, and I like to call this my starter lube. Sometimes you don't get enough foreplay, and you're like, again, not lube. So 1 or 2 pumps up inside, swirl it around. It's going to keep you lubricated for that first couple of minutes. And then it's going to absorb into your vaginal tissues. And then once you become naturally aroused, or rewets itself. So it's going to work with your body. It's also really great too, ladies, if you have a guy who's weird about a lube. Sometimes they're like, why do you need lube? You're not turned on. You can be extremely turned on and not get wet due to certain medications, stress, pre or postmenopausal, hysterectomies, or ladies, if you're just dehydrated. If you got cotton mouth, you got cotton south. That's just the way our bodies work. So if you have a guy who's weird about lube and you don't want him to know you're using one, you can actually go into the bathroom before you hop into bed. It does last 4 hours. So 1 or 2 pumps up inside, swirl it around, it'll absorb in. And then later on that night, while he's saying that sexy thing or petting on you or kissing on your neck, whatever it is that he does to try to turn you on, if you just get a little bit aroused, your whole vagina will wet itself, right? You're like, oh my God, look how wet I am. I'm so wet. You did that, baby. All right. So those are your 2 lubricants. Again, they're both toy friendly, both condom friendly, both safe for the vagina. Last thing I want to talk about is our tote. It is very important, ladies, that your toys be stored separately. Okay, you don't want to just throw all of your toys into one bag or throw all of your toys in your nightstand drawer, because silicone is silicone, rubber it's rubber. So next time you go to play with your toy, it might have dust on it, lint. They might be super sticky. They might have melted each other a little bit. They might be stuck together. They might discolor, or you might just have some kind of weird, huge Quasimodo whatever toy. All right, so it's very important that you always store them separate. Now here in Pure Romance, we have a Toy Tote. Super cute. It's big enough to hold all of our toys. So even our biggest dual action will fit into this bag, all the way up to our smallest C-ring. So it fits any size toy. But the liner of this is a BioShield 75, which means after you have cleaned your toy and you throw it in this bag, it's not going to let any other bacteria fester on your toy. It will stop it in its tracks. So you can, though, throw 1 toy and your lube and your cleaner into this bag, and then it's all in one spot for you. You can throw it right in your nightstand, or it's great for travel, right? Throw your toy, your lube, and your cleaner in here and throw it in your suitcase. It's good to go. Or I've even heard of women hanging it up on the hanger and hiding it in between their clothes, so that way at home their kids or their partner don't find it, or their housekeeper, or maybe while they're out traveling. Again, if they hang it up in between the clothes or keep it in the suitcase, the person who comes and cleans your room doesn't see what you brought with you. So ladies, that is our TLC. If you are going to get a toy tonight, or if you already have toys at home, I highly recommend TLC.